This video is all about Peru's best ceviche, crocodile hunting in the Peruvian jungle, and surviving a boat accident. Let's start with the last one. From the previous video you know that we planned to go from Yurimaguas to Iquitos on a cargo boat. And as you know, the mission failed. And 4 days later we were still in the same goddamn town called Yurimaguas. Well, now after a visit in the barber shop, our new plan and hope was to get on one of these small little boats, the fast boats, to Nauta. They should reach the town in about 14 hours, and because they are so small, it's impossible to get stuck like our big cargo boat. This is how traveling here in South America is. The plan is going today at 5 PM with a fast boat to Nauta and doing there a jungle trek. I hope this boat is going to get to his aim. Let's see. And yeah, this was the plan, so we bought our tickets and waited till 5 PM when our boat departed. Yeah, it's a ride during the night, not so cool. And now we are on the fast boat. And so we were relieved in our boat, happy to get to our final destination, without knowing something really bad was going to happen. It was kind of a weird and funny moment to see our boat still stuck there on the same location. Funny thing, we are passing by our boat which is still at the same place stuck. The irony soon caught up with us, because these are the last moments before the tragedy happened. Our boat crashed into a sandbank which corresponds to the collision with a wall. The seats on our left side, they crashed forwards and injured a child and also caused panic. The people were screaming. It just couldn't be. We were stuck again. You don't know what happened. We almost crashed into a sandbank. We are again here stuck. Worst thing, it's getting night. We are in the middle of the river. Most important thing is that the people don't get in panic. During our trip, we always were advised not to get into that water. It should be full with anacondas, piranhas and electric eels. It was very dangerous. You know, but this time we had to get into this water to push back the boat. It was the only possibility. And so we did. And then we continued while they were repairing that boat. We are slowly continuing, but this time with a lot of fear. But nothing happened, and the next morning we arrived. Our guide picked us up and took us to our accommodation, which was in the middle of the jungle slums. And finally we made it. We are here in a little village called Nauta, and we are really here in the middle of the poorest part of this little village. This is our home for the next night before we go into the jungle. The funny thing is, there we are sleeping, and this one is our door, but our guide said it's really safe here. I hope it's true. Oh yeah, and before I forget it, when we asked him if there's a shower, he looked really strange and said, yeah, there's the river. Well, then I would say first thing we are going to do, a shower. The shower is going to be over there. This little river. Next day our 4-day jungle trip was going to start, and our guide was Jose. He is the frontman of this legendary picture. And as you're going to see, Jose is going to play a big part of our next dangerous adventure. You're going to see. With a small wooden boat we headed down the river and saw many dolphins in the water. On the way for our lunch we visited also a little community. This one was called Vista Alegre.
Hello, we're now in a little village, it's called Vista Alegre.
The cool thing about this little community is that every of these communities has a chief, and you always have to ask him first if you can enter. We are here in a little village called Vista Alegre in the middle of the Amazon jungle, and it's a little community, as you can see, and as always there is in the middle una cancha de football, that means a football field, and around the little wooden houses. And then we continued into a little side arm of the Amazon River, now going deep into the rainforest. Well, we are here at the point where we're getting out of our boat. We are here next to the river, and here we are going to put our tents in the middle of the jungle. Down there is our river. Well, this over here is going to be our tent, and yeah, it's so hot here, there are so many mosquitoes, we are bitten 1000 times, and yeah, our guide is making our meal, our dinner, and yeah, we are going to sleep here in this tent here. I hope this is going to save us from the rain.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was a real adventure to be here in the jungle, surrounded by the numerous noises of insects, monkeys and any animal species. The mosquitoes that were eating us were very annoying, but you know, that was part of the jungle feeling. Manuel. The next day we saved a poisonous snake from a net, and you know what we did afterwards? We just went swimming right there a few meters besides. Very funny story here. We saved the snake, very poisonous, and over there we took a bath. After that scary swim, we went fishing. And the catch was quite good, I have to say, including some really nice piranhas. And so with all these fishes we were able to make ourselves a very good lunch. And yeah, we did some hikes in the day, during the night, saw a lot of animals, spiders, and we also learned a lot about medicinal plants.
3 gotas por mañana.
And that was the best thing, you know, the monkeys are always the highlight of any jungle tour. One of them was so cheeky to break even into our boat. And yeah, to top all of that, what would be a jungle tour without spending the night in a storm and also in a tent? This is the story of how we chased a crocodile here in the jungle in the Peruvian Amazon. We are here in a little room in a village called San Jose. And tonight we are going with a canoe there into the forest to a little lagoon. And over there should be a lot of caimans. Only thing we need are these harpoons here. Oh yeah, you heard it right. We are going to hunt a crocodile tonight. Let's go to hunt some crocodiles. And so in the evening we went back into that rainforest. With a small wooden canoe, and I'm sure there were holes inside, we entered this creepy lagoon. And yeah, we had to wait until it got dark, because the caimans, they are active in the darkness. And so we just waited. In the night, when it was pitch black, we were in the middle of this lagoon, searching with our lamps these crocodiles. We are going to hunt some crocodiles. But this night we weren't successful. The only crocodiles we saw were about 100 meters away, and so there was no chance to get near of them. But honestly, I wasn't unhappy about it. The next morning we celebrated the last day with a beer. Our guide maybe had 2 more, but he was so drunk, you can't believe it. And here's where the story of our next near-death experience begins. To make the story short, our guide was so drunk he lost sense of orientation, so we went down the river the false direction. On the way, we almost crashed into a fisher boat and killed the passengers. Only after that our guide wanted to fight the boat driver. Anyways, on the right way then, we almost crashed a tree coming out of the water. I'm sure we wouldn't have survived this. But yeah, of course, then, after screaming to the guide, "You shouldn't drive like this," he crashed. And this time just into a little small tree. But this one got through the whole boat. Oh man, today I'm so lucky I wasn't sitting there. I would have missed a leg maybe now. But yeah, after he had to repair his boat, we drove back, always letting some water out. But we arrived safe and sound. And yeah, with this beautiful last memory, we ended our days here in the jungle and went with the plane to the huge metropolis and capital, Lima. Here in Lima, known as the culinary capital of all South America, we had a goal. We wanted to find the best ceviche in all of this country. We had tried numerous ceviches so far, and each one had blown us away. and these were only really cheap ones. Now we wanted to spend a little more to know what's the crème de la crème of these ceviches is like. We are here in the capital city Lima, and to end this video we are going to search for the best ceviche in town and possibly the best ceviche of whole Peru. So I would say, let's go! Arrived here in the Cantarana restaurant and we ordered a ceviche with pulpo, with squid, and it should be the best one here. And there it was, the holy grail of all ceviches. Oh man, I was so hungry suddenly.
Oh, yeah.
That was perhaps the best way to end our Peru trip.